Hi, guys. And I'm just asking if you guys live in reality, because that's where I live right now. And I want to talk about GameStop because the stock market is not performing the way you would think it would, considering the numbers. But we'll look at it. Okay, and I'll give you all the background I can. We're going to look at GameStop right now at $12.74 a share. The market cap is like at $3.88 million right now, which is unfortunate because the company's worth infinitely more than that. It needs a market cap. You see this line here, this blue line? That is right there is a stock price of $41, a market cap of $12.7 billion, and that's what's needed to get into the S&P 500. Now, we've seen it right here that they've been past that point, but they didn't have the profits. They didn't have the trailing 12 numbers, the accounting numbers to equate that they should be eligible, right? But they're going to get that coming up. Right now, quarter three, they're going to post the best number you could ever imagine. That's how I feel. I've been looking at the balance sheet for a long time. And then in addition to that, quarter four, they'll net a positive because of Christmas, Black Friday, and the way they run their business. So they're going to be in a net positive position. The stock could come creeping back up to these levels. And when it does get the momentum, it does get back to where it needs to be. It's been in this downtrend for about a year and a half now, almost 2 years. And people want to go ahead and, throw it into the dirt and say it's not worth their time or their effort. And I would just tell you, pay attention to the macro environment. Every stock is red today, with the exception of NVIDIA. But the S&P 500, to get in there, the prerequisite to get in has been lowered by $2 billion. It used to be $14 billion plus to get in. Now it's only 12. The top 7 companies in the world, which would be Google, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Meta, and I'm missing one more right now that I can't think of. Amazon? Amazon. So there's 7. Who am I asking? There's no one around. Anyway, guys, no edits, no cuts. No way to do this. So those 7 companies are propping up this whole damn stock market. So when you start seeing them go red, just know the bottom half of the 500 is selling off. So I think GameStop can get in and then sneak their way in. Is it going to be this year? Probably not. Is it going to be next year? No. But eventually these numbers will show a profit. I made a video like 2 years ago where I was like, by March of 2024, GameStop's going to be positive. They're going to be net positive position. They're going to show a profit. They're going to do all this. And I said it way back then because the numbers just made sense. And right now the numbers look better than they ever have with the flex. I think they're going to flex, and I think they're going to move about $100 million profit increase from year versus year on quarter three. I think that number's coming. And they're doing it all without offering up equity and or taking away your shareholder value. So kudos to them. Shout out to them. I love what GameStop's doing. I'm a big fan of the company. I'm such a big fan that I would much rather buy product at the store than a share of the company. I have enough shares. I feel great about it, but I'm buying tonight. I'm buying a game tonight. I'm buying the new Call of Duty. It comes out at midnight, and that's for my son. I don't really play games that much anymore, but you know what? This is generational. I saw the Uncle Bruce video, and it made a lot of sense to me because we're all dragging our kids to the store, right? And we're all getting them there, and we're giving them what they want, and they'll do the same for their kids, and vice versa, vice versa. It just keeps going. It's a trickle-down effect. But you do what you've been taught over time, what your parents have shown you. This is why the culture of Costco, of Sam's Club, all of that still works out today. You're going to mimic what your folks did for you. I'm going to mimic what my folks did for me. I was there at midnight releases back in the day, and now I'm able to take my son to his own. The stock, $12.73. Let's talk about it fundamentally. Why are we so invested in GameStop? Why do people love the company? It's all for the unknown, right? They don't give out the actual guidance. They just go ahead and keep letting these numbers speak for themselves. And for the smart individuals that know how to break down a balance sheet, it looks really healthy. It looks great. When I was looking at retail stocks, I put it in the top 10 in the retail sector. I'm not saying it's number one, but I put it out there in the top 10. The risk for my dollar versus the reward was up there in the top 3 for all securities that I saw. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's my number one. I don't know if it's everyone else's number one, but I definitely love this company. It's what I buy. And that's why, I record it on YouTube just to show you and document my journey holding GameStop. So, I'm very excited about the leadership, excited the direction of the company and what's to come. But that's why. For those guys that don't know, yes, they have minimal debt. There is this small French loan around $40 million that they have to pay off. But the maturity on that loan, I believe it's like 2026. It's nowhere near now. So you don't have to worry about it. But $40 million is not going to make or break this company. They're sitting on $300 million worth of marketable securities that earn interest every quarter, which offset the operational losses. In addition to that, they're a profitable company. I know they're hard to see it because they showed a $2 million loss last quarter. They had an increase of $50 million on marketable securities and an increase on inventory of almost $90 million. So, you're paying around $150 million and you lost $2 million. So I would tell you, and the swing in itself was $100 million. So they had about a $250 million swing. People just didn't see it. They don't know how to read past the balance sheet. But to have a $250 million swing there, I think this quarter they're going to have an additional swing. I think they hide the numbers really well within the marketable securities and the cash flow statement. So I'm happy with that. I know how to read it. So then I tell people, hey, this is what's going on. They're hiding numbers again, which is great. But quarter three looks really healthy. I think they'll have a reversal. Last year, quarter three, they lost $94 million. All they have to do is flip that $100 million, and they'll be positive for the trailing 12. The trailing 12 months is your fiscal wrap, okay? And when you have a trailing 12 that's in the positive with retained earnings, you're now eligible to give out dividends. You're eligible for the S&P 500, and you're showing America that, hey, this company is profitable. I see it coming. I don't get masked and distracted by AMC's numbers. Yesterday Adam Aron was yelling out, AMC movie theaters, guys, the best quarter ever. And in the same breath, he went ahead and offered up his company for $350 million for mass dilution the next day. That just tells you he doesn't believe his own information he puts out. You'll never see Ryan do it. That's not the way they operate. They sold the shares at the highest peak, and they made great profit off of that, and they held on to it. They didn't dilute my shareholder equity because I was buying in well below that price and or even at that price. I bought them in the 200s. I bought them in the hundreds. I bought them below 100. I've been buying for 3 years, and I'll keep buying. I love the company, and I'm not going away from it. I'm not shying away from it. So if I don't see you tonight at the midnight release, if I don't see you guys tomorrow, it's because, hey, I'm a busy man just like everyone else. I just want to give out the update. GameStop, $12.75. Unbelievable price when you really think about what they're worth. Book value, about $4 a share. What does that mean? You're getting around 30% equity per share that you buy. No company in America does that. No one's even close. And what I mean by that, it's not goodwill that's holding up their balance sheet. It's literally cash and operations. Figure it out, guys. One of the best companies that you could invest in my opinion, and factually. It's undisputed. It's documented. It's GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. I hope you guys enjoy all the info. And look at that blue line. You can get back there. I know you can, because I'm going to do it. Peace.